Hey, happy Friday, friends. I'm Alicia Ray. I'm coming to you live from my spa here at my treatment room here at Three Cutters in Denver or Sunnyside. And I am gonna walk you guys through some things I've been doing and learning since quarantine. I have been diving into a lot of education, and not just Aveda education, but also super excited that I'll soon be certified in the Daniel Collins face yoga expert method for face yoga, and also facial reflexology with the flow method. So I'm gonna meld some of that into this demonstration today, as well as some Aveda skincare techniques. So welcome in, and if you have questions, you can drop them in and or follow up with me a little bit later. And these are treatments and services that I can also offer to you virtually, so we can set up an appointment one-on-one, or you can come see me here at Three Cutters and we can integrate them into your spa experience as well. So welcome, glad to have you guys here. So we're gonna start with wellness. Wellness is the center of everything that we do. As estheticians, whether you're Aveda trained or not, I truly believe that intention setting is super powerful for us when we're taking care of other people. So I'm gonna open us with a little bit of wellness and some deep breathing, which during this time of wearing face masks, I believe even more that deep breathing is essential and so important. So join me in closing your eyes if you're open to that. Even if you just take a few breaths and that's all you get from this, you're already better off because you're bringing yourself into rest and digest or homeostasis. So I have my singing bowl here, and we're just gonna open our session with some wellness. So eyes closed, deep breath. And maybe invite the opportunity to let something go as you exhale. Breathe in what you need. Exhale what no longer serves. And once more, deep breath in, fill all the way up, and then hold at the top of that inhale, hold. Sip in a little more air. Big exhale, let something go. Okay, it's already feeling better, a little moment of wellness. So again, my name is Alicia, I'm an esthetician and a yoga teacher, and I'm here to do a little demonstration on some techniques I've been learning and training in for a while. So to start, this is my favorite treatment to do every morning as a part of my daily routine in Ayurveda. I dry brush my entire body and then do oil massage. It's oil brushing in Abhyanga, and it has many, many benefits, such as, well, externally the benefits are it's going to increase circulation to the skin's elasticity, so more youthful, radiant glow. Also, it's going to flush toxins, and then internally it helps us to flush toxins, the organs, boost immune system, regulate circulation and blood flow. So externally, internally, amazing benefits. So we're going to start with the dry brush and the oleation oil ritual, radiant awakening ritual at Aveda. So I go into depth in other videos that I've shared with this. I'm just going to do a quick little brush dry run, if you will. So the front of the neck, back of the neck, working up. And a lot of the benefits of oil massage and dry brushing are very similar, but I find that dry brushing is a little bit more triggering for that response of detoxification and stimulation, and it also is more exfoliating. Whereas your oil massage is going to be a lot more nourishing. So again, I'm doing the quick, dirty version, if you will. And my areas of focus are my forehead, wrinkles around the forehead. So I usually spend a little more time here. And I'm going to show you how to soften these wrinkles around your forehead today with some face yoga and reflexology. So once I've done that, I'm going to use our oleation oil at Aveda, 3 to 4 pumps. And I always like to take a moment again for wellness. So enjoying the aromas, nice deep breaths in. You can even vigorously rub your palms together and cup them over your face to bring in some energy. That warmth is very lovely for the body. So upward strokes on the back of the neck and the décolleté. And this is really where we get circulation going and flushing a lot of toxins. I'm just going to do some gentle massage just to kind of get things going here. When we do face reflexology or face yoga, it's typically not necessary to do a full skincare routine. You can do it anytime. But for some of the movements, it might feel better to have a little facial oil. So I recommend the oleation oil for that. All right, so let's get started hands-on. You can even do some of these techniques here at home. So we'll start by opening up the vagus nerve. That's just gonna help to create a lot more balance in the body, regulating the nervous system. So my favorite thing is you're just gonna cup the back of your trapezius muscle here, and then we'll start with chin over chest. Turn your gaze away from the shoulder that you're working, and then as you move over that muscle, you're gonna start to turn your gaze towards that shoulder, and then bring it right to the collarbone, and release. Stay with your gaze to that same direction, come back over the trapezius muscle, but then this time as you work over the muscle, you're gonna turn your gaze away from your shoulder. So I'm going slow just so that you can get an idea of the technique, changing sides, but you can start to move a little bit faster as you get more comfortable with this massage technique. Great. All right, and then I'm just gonna sweep up the back of the neck a little bit. Your hands truly are your tools. They are your healing mechanism, so you can take care of yourself at home very easily, and a little bit more movement and warmth through the décolleté. Good. All right, so now that we've got facial oil on, let's start with a couple face yoga techniques. So again, I mentioned that my area of concern is wrinkles around the third eye, the brow, and then the forehead. So I'm gonna show you some relaxation techniques to teach ourselves how to not express stress in the forehead. So the reason that these deep lines occur is because we're so used to translating that energy into the forehead, and we learn how to discipline and translate the energy through our eyes, which is a much more effective way to communicate. So for starters, you just bring your 4 fingertips to the center of your forehead, and no pressure here, just light, gentle strokes across to the corners of your eyes or your temples. So close your eyes and feel this for a few moments and check in with your breath. Just light, gentle sweeps, and already what I notice here every time I do this is my forehead immediately softens. It sort of contracts, if you will, in a way that I am not even realizing how much energy I hold in my forehead. I think it's the same for our neck and shoulders too. It's the power of touch. So just a couple of these here. We're gonna get those horizontal lines a little bit softer. This is gonna boost circulation, boost collagen, boost elastin to plump and firm the skin. Obviously, we're already softening the tension. And then over time, these deep set expression lines will become more relaxed. We're working the frontalis muscle on the forehead. Great. And then my favorite is you're gonna take your index fingers right at your third eye, alternating slight light sweeps up through the forehead. And this is also a reflexology channel that aligns with our spine. So switching gears here in a moment, this technique is face yoga because we're using the skin and the muscle on the face to breathe, to stretch, to tone. And of course, we're incorporating mindfulness, wellness, breathing. So love this one. I do this one when I'm driving in the car at the red light, watching TV. All right, and then pause. We could do little taps as well. This is a great way to relax, also boost circulation, also plump the skin, because there's not a lot to work with on the forehead. Cool. So a couple face yoga techniques there, but the next thing I want to show you is some reflexology that you can do on your face for this area. So as I mentioned, this aligns with our spine. Now I'm getting a detector, and I'll teach you guys all about that very soon, and that's a special tool that you use to access the reflexology points on your face, which connects to the whole rest of our body. Today I'm going to show you how to use your knuckle, or I'm using one of my gua sha tools that has a little bit of a point to it, but my teacher has taught me that your knuckle works just as well as effectively, or a little crochet hook, but I'll show you the detector next time. So we're going to start at the top of the forehead here, and you're going to do small little circles, left side of the face first, so I need to go this direction. Little tiny circles right around the hairline, working out to about the temple, and just paying attention, noticing if you have any tenderness, maybe some bumps, and then we'll get the other side. So this technique is part of a healthy face reflexology format, and I'm gonna do the full format in another video for you guys. I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek today. So this one again is great for back pain, And then it also helps the side to side across the forehead is actually going to be better for kidneys and liver. Okay. The energy of fire here, so you may notice a little bit of redness and microcirculation. And then we can take the knuckle and do the same thing and start to move down the center of your forehead to the very tip of your nose. So again, this is going to align with our spine. Get the tip of the nose. We're moving energy down into the body from the head this way. And so using the tool, same thing, I would just use a little gentle amount of pressure and go in those circular massage motions. And because I'm demonstrating, I'm going a little bit faster, but really when you're doing this, your eyes are closed, you're slowing down, you're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on your touch and your technique. And I think I said liver point earlier and I misspoke. The line here around the forehead is the kidneys. Okay. Ooh, see, and I feel a little tenderness right there. And if you do feel tenderness, then you'll want to just kind of keep working that reflexology point, that acupressure point. Great. Good. And then the forehead also represents our entire body in terms of face reflexology. So being able to, again, come back to those light sweeps that we did, just to relax those lines, those deep set lines on the forehead, but we're also activating the entire body system, balancing ourselves, releasing stress. This is also going to be helpful for the brain-gut connection. So I'm going to do those sweeps from the nose all the way up this time, again, traveling up the spine. So 90% of our serotonin is made in the gut. So when we connect to this acupressure point, reflexology point, we're creating a sense of happiness back in our body. All of our organs will get a little happy juju. Right. And then the last thing we can do for forehead yoga, face yoga, is using your index fingers, starting at the corners of your brows. You're gonna make nice little half circles or little waves working to your temples. So we start at the bridge of the nose, corner of the eyes, and then go up, and then little waves out. Again, closing your eyes, focusing on your breathing, focusing on this moment. Whether you spend 30 seconds doing face yoga or the recommended 10 to 20 minute routine every day, you're giving back to yourself. All right, awesome. Cool, so that is forehead focus for face yoga and reflexology. And then what I'd like to do is show you guys a couple of my best of favorite face yoga poses, if you will. So let's bring fingertips to the collarbones, and this is going to be really good for the platysma muscle. So I want to preface this, I'm not going in a particular order, I'm jumping around just so I can show you a few things. Again, this is a little introduction, and then I'll have more focused workshops coming up, or you can schedule a consultation with me and we can do a one-on-one session of face yoga or face reflexology. You can also check out my website, wellnessisbeauty.org, for more information. So fingertips are gonna kind of rake up against the collarbones and just light pressure here. You're gonna get this whole platysma muscle here. This is gonna help lift. So from here, holding at the collarbone, stick out your bottom lip like a giraffe. It's called a giraffe. And then tilt your head back. Right away, you're gonna feel, by puckering that bottom lip out, it tightens this muscle. Just so good because we spend so much time doing this, looking down at the phone. So, forehead to the horizon, stick out bottom lip, tilt back. And just do this a few times. This is one I do every single day, no matter what. About 10 to 15 is pretty good. After I've done that, then I just do light sweeps down the neck to flush out toxins, Another version is kissing the sky. So it's similar to the giraffe, but you don't have to put your fingertips on your collarbone. And this time you pucker your lips and kiss the sky. So you do that about 10 or 15 times and you'll get the platysma muscle, but we'll also work around the lips a little bit. The last one for lower face that I want to show you, it works on the jowls. So what you'll do is sit comfortably or stand comfortably. One arm is going to be in front of you, palm faces up so you can rest your elbow. And then take the back of your hand underneath your chin, and you're really creating an isometric resistance here. So chin pushes down into your palm, into your hand resists against your chin, and then you have the support of your elbow and palm here. And so this is going to help strengthen the muscle just by holding here for a few breaths. We'll get rid of our jowls, our turkey neck. And after you've done that for a few breaths, then you just want to tap. And the tapping is going to help to boost collagen and elastin. So then we would change and do the other side. So we've done a few things on the top of the face, we've done a few things on the lower jaw, and now I'm going to show you the hamster, which is going to work on the cheeks and nasal labial fold lines, and also tightening up a little bit more collagen and elastin in the cheeks. So with that, you'll puff up air into your cheeks like a hamster. And then you're going to transfer the air from one side to the other like this. So do that a few times. It feels really good, especially if you have a lot of tension in your jaw or the masseter muscle here. You're gonna feel that it's really relaxing and it starts to stretch. And then the best part is doing this. Okay, that feels amazing. So we've got the cheeks, and then we can do little pinch and twist around the jaw and the cheeks. This is gonna boost collagen and elastin. So when we're plumping the skin, we're gonna get more elasticity. We wanna move collagen around so it's more evenly distributed. Awesome. So let's shift gears to some face reflexology. And I'll show you this diagram here. And the reason that I'm focusing on this one is because we've been doing a lot of work around this area of our face. And these reflexology points are gonna calm and moisturize the skin. So with the hamster and the pumping, the twist and pull, if you will, and then the facial tapping that we did, we're accessing these reflexology points. But let's dive in a little bit deeper. And again, you can use your knuckle, or if you have a detector, or if you have the gua sha tool, or even the end of a crochet hook, you can join in and do some of these techniques with me. So the first one we're gonna do is at the end of the nose. And I'm just gonna do a little short version. We're gonna do 3 clockwise, 3 counterclockwise, and a little pulse. And then above the nostrils, same thing. And when you're doing this, whether it's with your knuckle or your tool, you're just feeling for where you feel tension, tenderness, and then any redness is normal as long as there's no pain, just to flush out those toxins, get blood circulation going. Let's see, we'll go across from the left nostril, point 39, and this is gonna be liver and gallbladder. And then a little bit further up, out, and then slightly up, right on the cheekbone there, working in the liver gallbladder region. So again, this particular access is gonna help us calm and moisturize the skin. Right above 37, we go to point 3. And then let's trickle back down, slightly in, slightly down, point 38. Right on that nasal labial fold there. And that one feels really tender for me. So I'll show you without the tool again. You can use your knuckle. So let's go to point 38. We're gonna do 1 on each side. This is kind of like right at the corner of your lip and then slightly up. And then the other side, corner of the lips slightly up. Great. So you're noticing a little bit of microcirculation, erythema, redness. This is all normal as we're accessing these reflexology points on our face, getting a little microcirculation with the face yoga, so flushing toxins, boosting circulation, boosting collagen. Great. All right, with a few more points to calm and moisturize our skin with face reflexology. So the next points are gonna be right from your pupils down to the top of the cheekbone and then slightly in towards the corner of the eyes. And this area can often feel tender, so I'm gonna use my tool. Small little circles, little pulses, just for a few moments. And again, if you feel an area that feels like it's more tender, then stay there, hang out. I'm using my tool, but again, you can also use just the tip of your knuckle. And sometimes I feel like the knuckle is just more effective. All right, we have 3 more points. So let's move out a little bit from the eyes to the outer corner of the eyes, right before the temple. We'll access this point here. So I've been doing face yoga consistently every day for about 30 days, along with my Radiant Awakening ritual and Aveda skincare routine, and then just started doing face reflexology last week. And it takes a lot of time, but I will tell you guys, I really feel like I am reversing the signs of aging like I never have before. So last point here is point 26, right in that 6th chakra region. Again, it's gonna bring us back to this whole line of energy from the tip of your nose to your hairline, the top of your forehead, aligns with your spine. So if you have any type of back pain, any back energy that feels stuck, stiff, tense, this will be a good area to focus on. It's hard not to get lost in the moment when you're massaging your 6th chakra. Perfect. So again, I'll show you that those points that we just worked calmed and moisturized the skin. So this is just the beginning. We did a few face yoga techniques. We did a few face reflexology techniques. We started with the dry brush and the oleation oil routine, which is always how I start my day. The last thing I'm gonna show you are 2 tools that I love to incorporate into my practice as an esthetician, and that is the gemstone roller. And again, when you're using this, whether it is just because you wanna minimize facial tension, or you're using it to help and incorporate product into the skin, doing a little face mask, these are all the same techniques, right? We're accessing the acupressure points in the face, we're accessing the reflexology points in the face, we're just using different tools. It's like a different roadmap, but we're all gonna get to the same destination, okay? And that is healthy, balanced mind, body, and being. So working your skin on your face, it's the window to your soul. It's the window to the rest of your body. So the benefit is that we get beautiful looking skin when we're healthy on the inside. It shows on the outside. So same thing, we're accessing those same reflexology points using the tool. And then finally, this guy right here is my new favorite, the gemstone mushroom. This is mookaite, so it's actually more detoxifying and it helps to purify blood. So this guy's great for taming tension. So this is actually a technique you can schedule with me. We can do a virtual conversation. I can help you pick out your tool, and then we can work together one-on-one, or I'll incorporate this into your facials if you come see me at 3 Cutters. So I always start by opening up the dew channel on the back of the neck. So bear with me, I wanna make sure that there we go. So working upwards, the back of the neck. And then you can kind of hang out here in the occipital. This feels great right at the hairline, the back of the neck. Feels so good. So things that you can easily do at home, but a lot of us, you know, where do we find the time for all this self-care? So my recommendation is invest in your skincare routine first. Make sure you're properly cleansing, exfoliating, toning, and moisturizing your skin, and then work in your treatment serums and your masks once or twice a week. And then once you're comfortable with that as a foundation, you will crave being able to incorporate more techniques and then seeing where you can take things out and bring things in or overlap some things. Like for example, now I always mask with my gemstone roller, or when I do my radiant awakening ritual now, I'm always incorporating face yoga. Okay, so getting back to tension tamer, once you've opened up the dew channel in the back of the neck, then really it's fair game. You can start working up through your décolleté. We can work up through the sternocleidomastoid on the side of the neck. We can work through the jaw tension. Most of the time that we will spend, if you decide that you'd like to learn more about this technique, most of the time that we spend doing the tension tamer, 20 minutes, neck down. We got to open up these energy pathways in the neck. When we're stiff, tight, stressed in the neck, this blocks all that energy from our body. So then there's not good flow from the head to the body or from the body to the head. So this is where we want to open all that up. We get the blood flowing, circulation flowing, oxygen. We also get to then move everything to the lymphatic system, so the lymphatic system can do its job to detox and purify. And then we get the added benefit of the facial massage with the tools on the top of the face, moving collagen around, boosting skin's elastin, and we'll see that with a natural radiant glow and healthy balanced skin. So those are the techniques that I wanted to go over with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. It was a lot of information, a little bit about a lot. So if you have questions, if something wasn't clear, because I got super excited talking to you guys about all these different things that I had clear notes written out, but of course I didn't follow them. So I just kind of went intuitively with this. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out. Again, you can find me on my website, wellnessisbeauty.org, and learn more about these services. And I will continue to post more videos, so more to come soon. And if there's something in particular that you want to learn more about, then just reach out and let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Happy Friday, happy weekend.